Tanse Wildkiller here, and we're back with C-2. Today we are reading Chapter 4, so let's begin. Kyle pets Maximus as he laughs. Sam runs ahead to the hotel. He runs back and tells Kyle that it's locked. Kyle nods and runs ahead. Sam and Maximus follow shortly. Kyle grabs his backpack and flashlight. He takes out a screwdriver and loosens the door handle, taking out the screw slowly. There's a shadow over there, Sam informs his older brother. Kyle stops and Sam breaks the window open with his bat. Sam jumps through and unlocks the door. Kyle sighs and enters the room. Maximus follows behind him. Sam jumps behind the counter and throws a random room key to Kyle. Kyle catches it and reads the number. 21, he tells Sam. Sam looks at the room list. Can we just take VIP? He asks Kyle. Kyle agrees and puts the key down. Sam grabs VIP and jumps over the counter. Here, take this. Sam gives the key to Kyle. Thanks, let's go, he tells him as they run up the stairs. So, you saw a mutant? Sam asks. Yes, but it was pretty tough to kill, Kyle tells Sam. Did it bite you? Sam asks while pointing at the gauze on Kyle's neck. No, I fell on a piece of metal and it scratched me, Kyle tells Sam. Maximus runs ahead and disappears for a split second. He comes back and places something by Kyle's feet. A Twinkie? They still make these? He picks it up and looks at the expiration date. Ew, it expired 3 months ago. Better throw it out. He throws it in the other direction. Maximus runs towards it and devours it. Ew, bad dog, Maximus. That's bad for you. Kyle scolds his dog. Maximus whines and lays on his belly. Kyle sighs and throws the dog treat. Maximus barks happily and catches it instantly. Kyle smiles and catches up with Sam. They walk inside the room and jump on the bed. Holy shit, this is comfy, Sam yells. Kyle soaks and relaxes. Shh, don't ruin it, he tells Sam. Sam agrees and sits up. Come on, let's set everything up first, he tells Kyle. Kyle agrees and takes off his backpack and pulls out the small heater. Sam pulls out the hot plate and butane cans. Tomorrow we'll search for some grocery stores. We are starting to run low on food again, Kyle informs Sam. Sam nods his head and pulls out a can of chunky soup and a can of beans. Which one? He asks Kyle. Kyle looks up and points at the beans. Kyle always saves the best for last. Sam opens it up and dumps it on the pan. Kyle starts to set up the sleeping area. Kyle, what did Dennis tell you back there? Sam asks, but Kyle didn't want Sam to know he was bitten, so he made up a story Dennis would likely tell him. He called me a pussy and that I'm useless, Kyle tells Sam. And of course Sam bought it. The sizzle of the beans is all they could hear. It's quiet. A bit tranquil, too tranquil. Kyle keeps the gun beside him just in case. Sam gets up and Sam sets up the flashlights because it's starting to get dark. Kyle yawns and looks at Maximus. He is far gone into the world of sleep. Kyle, what is C-2 exactly? Sam asks. Kyle starts to think back. Well, it is basically cancer too. If you want to get technical, it's a giant buildup of radiation in one's body due to the drinking water cistern being tweaked with giving people a sickness worse than cancer itself. It had a few more effects, but I don't really look into it, Kyle explains. Sam nods his head. How do we not die? Sam asks. Kyle shrugs and takes out the paper plates. Eat up, we have another day tomorrow, Kyle tells Sam. Sam sighs disappointed. He didn't get an answer. Sam finishes his meal and throws the plate away. He covers himself with the soft blankets on the bed and falls fast asleep. Kyle puts everything away and pats Maximus on the head. Kyle smiles and sleeps. Kyle walks down the dark hallway, clutching his neck in pain as tears stream down his face. He can hear someone behind him spitting venom. Kyle tries to run faster, but his legs feel like stone. The only thing he can do is walk slowly. Kyle looks behind him to see a man carrying the very bat Kyle gave to Sam. Kyle spits out a cuss and turns toward the man and looks up to see Dennis. Honor the deal, Kyle. His eyes are filled with hatred. Kyle looks left of the hallway towards a picture of himself, but at the same time, Kyle saw his own reflection. His white hair was the most noticeable. His eyes lost pigment along with his skin, revealing the purple, blue, and red veins. Kyle looks towards Dennis and accepts his demise. Kyle bolts up and is clearly awake. Wipes his forehead drenched in sweat. He looks at the other bed and is relieved Sam is still there. Kyle sighs and falls back, trying to drift back to sleep. He tosses and turns, trying his best to sleep, but nothing seems to work. Kyle sighs angrily and sits up, keeping Maximus alert. Kyle walks towards the heater and sits down looking at his watch. Is time moved actually? Kyle walks over to his little brother and kicks him awake. Sam jolts up and stretches. Come on, Sam, it's time to move. Kyle informs Sam. Sam groans and rolls out of bed, landing with a thump. Kyle shakes his head and packs up some of the stuff, bagging up and leftover garbage. Sam throws on a pair of shoes and helps Kyle pack. Kyle throws the bag over his shoulder and Sam slings his bag over his shoulder as well. Maximus grunts and stands up. Kyle opens the door and makes his way out of the room. Sam follows his older brother down the hall. Well, that was certainly interesting, having a nightmare. Wow. Well, at least he accepted his fate, even though that shit, damn. I wonder what's gonna happen next. Truly. Anyway, enough with the rambling. Like I always say, and I always forget to say is, the link to this will be down in the description. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. It's good to get feedback and stuff, so yeah. See you guys all next time. Bye.